Good evening. This is Miss Poopy Duty, world's most determined reporter, reporting for Channel 666 Eyewitness News. Today, we shall have... See, and many of you, see what really happened with that whole cloning process when musical got split into the Talking Dictionary and the Zig Zag Wanderer. The Zig Zag Wanderer was wondering why is it that musical gets to interview other people and gets to have all the fun. So what happened is, while musical was interviewing the bands, Zig Zag Wanderer has decided to interview various subjects of interest, and we shall now air one of the interviews that she has done with Mr. Dog, a very friendly friend of hers. Well, maybe not a very friendly friend of hers, but definitely a friendly friend. So stay tuned and let's take a look at the Zig Zag Wanderer's interview with Mr. Dog. And this is something that's going to continue and continue as long as it could possibly continue. This particular interview. It's going to be the longest interview that anyone has ever seen, because you see, the thing is with the dog, there's always a lot of questions you have to ask first, ask it. So stay tuned, folks. Interview with Mr. Dog.
Hey everybody, this is the Zig Zag Wanderer. Today I've decided to interview the dog. And as you can see, this dog, well, it's been giving me a hard time because I've been trying for weeks now to get this interview with this dog, and each time I come, you know, the dog is unavailable, or, you know, it's just very busy, and finally I've been able to interview this dog. So thank you very much for agreeing to do this interview, Mr. Dog. Okay, now my question for you, Mr. Dog, so what's a dog like you doing in a place like this, Mr. Dog? What's a dog like you doing in a place like this? Okay, what the dog was trying to tell me is that it's actually not really doing anything in this place. It's just sitting around and relaxing, and I am the one who came to get the dog. So the dog just told me that's an incorrect question. So let me rephrase that question. How does it feel to sit around all day like this? Okay. The dog is feeling kind of happy, but a little bit camera shy, as you can see. Okay, dog. Mr. Dog, now, what is it that you do all day? I mean, sometimes when I pass by, you're sitting the other way, or you're sitting over there, or you're sitting at the end. Like, what are some of the things that you do all day? Oh, okay. The dog is trying to tell me in dog talk is that it actually plays with the ball and runs around the yard and has a lot of fun. So it looks like the dog's having a good time. Okay, Mr. Dog, you know, today is a really, really hot day. What, don't you feel a little bit hot in that fur coat all day? Don't you feel a little hot? Because, I mean, I feel really hot. Like, what do you do all day when you're hot? I mean, what does a dog do all day when it's hot in a fur coat? What do you do? Oh, okay. The dog just told me that what it did, right, is, it got a bath. Apparently it gets hosed down with cold water ever so often. So that way, it's able to keep cool and everything is okay. That's really cool, Mr. Dog. Okay, so now let's see. My next question for you is, Oh, Mr. Dog, this is interesting. Do you have any squirrel friends? I mean, who are your friends? Do you talk to any squirrels who run around the grass? Like, what do you do? It doesn't really have any squirrel friends at the moment, because what happens is they run out of the fence and up the tree, and the dogs, well, they don't climb trees. So, okay. Alright, dog. Mr. Dog? Mr. Dog? You? What is your opinion about cats? How do you feel about cats? Let's see. Do you have any cat friends? And if so, what do you do when you see a cat? Huh. The dog actually said it doesn't mind cats as long as the cat doesn't come and eat food out of the dog's bowl. So, I guess that's okay. I guess it means that it doesn't mind the cats. So, Mr. Dog, what do you think about birds? Like, what do you do when they come and drink out of your water? What do you do with that? It doesn't mind that either. It doesn't like animals too. So, I think that's okay. Not bad, right? Okay, Mr. Dog. So now, I just have a question. I know a couple of cats. Do you think that they could come over? Or would you like to come over? The dog said not today because it's kind of busy, as you can see. Okay, Mr. Dog. My other question for you then is, Are you still camera shy? I mean, is there a problem? Like, do you still feel afraid of the camera? Mr. Dog? The dog said this is the first time it's actually made an appearance on Miss Divine's CEO, but you know, that's not true actually, that's not true. Remember the time I was late for the show? Remember, that was the same dog. So this is actually the dog's second appearance on Miss Divine's CEO. So this is a real star dog, you know, so I don't know why it's acting as if it was never on camera before. It obviously was, but it just didn't remember, you know. It's one of those dog day summers, you know, whatever that means. So Mr. Dog, have you acted in any films lately? Well, Mr. Dog, I'm not quite sure. Just unsure of what's going on because apparently, well, I suppose, Mr. Dog, someone came out the house. See? This is why you have to do interviews with dogs early in the morning so nobody can come out of the house. And I was trying to speak low too, you know, so no one would wake up. Next time I'm going to have to do this interview at 6 o'clock in the morning because I could surely, you know, be certain that no one is going to come out of the house. Okay, Mr. Dog. My next question for you is, what do you plan to do for the rest of the day? Mr. Dog? The dog is actually going to just sit around for the rest of the day. Okay, so I think I pretty much finished all my questions. Would you like to say hello to my show, Mr. Dog? Mr. Dog? Okay. Alright, so the dog actually just said hello to my show in a very doggy way, you know, so you don't have to be wondering, you know, what it said, but it did say, you know, you're watching Miss Divine's tee-hee-hee, like, you know, woof woof woof. But it doesn't always say woof woof woof. You see, that's a misconception. Dogs communicate differently. They communicate with their, you know, with their ears and with their expressions. It doesn't have to be woof woof woof. It's really a human misconception about dogs. So alright, Mr. Dog, I would love to shake your paw, but since you're all the way over there, I'll just wave to you. So thank you very much for agreeing to do this interview with me. You know, hopefully maybe when I have more questions, we could come back and we could talk about cats and, you know, like what you've been doing all day, Mr. Dog. So, okay, so thanks very much for guest appearing on Miss Divine's CEO. So, once again, this is the Zig Zag Wanderer here. See, the thing is, the reason I wanted to interview the dog is that Music Girl has all the fun interviewing bands all the time. So I, the Zig Zag Wanderer, decided to interview the dog, because what better way, you know, to spend a day than interviewing a dog, you know? And it's really a lot of fun, you know. It's just hard to get interviews sometimes because, you know, like I said, the dog just doesn't show up. So thank you very much for your time, and I really appreciate it. So remember, folks, remember, Mr. Dog, tell all your dog friends to tune into Miss Divine's TV Ear, and then you'll see yourself on TV. So, all right, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Dog. Now I shall go on and walk around and see what else I could interview, and you know, we'll see how the day goes. And it's very important to see how the day goes, because you see, if it doesn't go anywhere, then you're kind of like stuck in time. So this is the Zig Zag Wanderer here, bringing you interviews of dogs and lots of different things in life.